Hey, what up, y'all? As y'all can see, I'm in my suite. Yes, I did say sweet. You know, big boy. Big boy things popping, little things dropping. Hey, man, it's going down, man. My bed kind of messed up. I don't want y'all to see that. But, yeah, they got nice ambience, man, in Detroit. So if y'all come to Detroit, man, make sure y'all get y'all a suite. Hey, man, today I want to talk about something that's very important, very essential. There's three categories that we want to talk about. We want to talk about the father figure. We want to talk about the manager and the lover boy. The father figure is very pronounced and dominant within relationships, especially in the African American community. You find in communities where the father was absent, where it's more single parenting household that, most young women tend to have a propensity to look for father figures. A father figure is somebody that they seek to replace their father, somebody who treat them like daddy's little girl. When you most mess with most, you get in a relationship with most women, first thing they say, I'm daddy's little girl. I was a daddy's girl. That's a fantasy, that all young women would love to have, is to have a relationship with their father, and their father serve as a protector. Their father serve as, a provider. And that's what a lot of young women like to exaggerate. They like to exaggerate that they was daddy's little girl. And I've been in a lot of relationships where everybody say, I'm a daddy's girl, because what they're saying subliminally is they want you to be daddy's girl. They want you to be uh, little girls. They want you to be their daddy. They want you to give them a daddy girl experience. And a lot of young women, when they get in a relationship, they look for older men because older men tend to be providers, protectors. Older men seem to be more stable. You represent what most people perceive as a good household. And a lot of guys, you see older guys, you see them wearing Gucci, you see them wearing the Gucci Timbs, the Gucci tennis shoes, dress real fly and young, so they can attract these young women because they know these young women, they want to say, oh, my man is fly, and at the same time benefit from that daddy's little girl syndrome, which is what most women tend to pick. So if you're an older man, you got your stuff together, you're a hot commodity. Younger women going to gravitate towards you because in most ways they look at you as daddy. And even when you have sex with them, you know, even though you're older than them, and they don't say honey or baby or Kenny, they say, do me harder, daddy, you know, do this, daddy, ah, daddy, you really killing it, because that's in their mind, the mentality of being daddy's little girl, you know, and older men usually take advantage of that, so you see a lot of guys around here, getting these younger women, and most of them have an advantage. I mean, if you're an older guy, you got savvy, you've been around for a while, you can actually be in a relationship with a younger woman and she treats you better than she would treat a younger dude because mentally, you stimulate her a little more and you can deal with her emotionalism on a whole nother level. So that's one level, daddy's girl. Another one is the manager. Most women love for men to manage their money, and particularly strippers. Have you ever seen a stripper that have a job in a prestigious strip club and she just getting all this money poured on her, thousands and thousands of dollars being rained on her, and she pull off the lot and she got a Honda Civic or she got a Chrysler 300 or she got a hoopty, or a beat up car, and you say this picture don't match. How is she driving this regular car? And I just seen a guy throw $30,000 worth of ones on her because she's a poor manager. She's not good at managing money. She don't have management. She has damagement, and they generally be on drugs, on ecstasy, They buying all this weed. They taking care of their mama. They taking care of their cousin. Taking care of everybody. They just spending a lot of money indiscriminately. And so what a manager do, whether he's young or old, he comes in and he manages the money. He stacked the money. And that's why a lot of women prefer to deal with men who are managers that manage their money. And that's explain the concept of the pimpin'. You know, a lot of hoes get a lot of money, but they poor managers. You know, they don't know how to handle the money. They don't know what to do with it. And that's why you see a lot of women that don't have what we call folks or instructions generally ends up on drugs. It's inevitable because first of all, you work in a very toxic environment. You're up all night. You know, you're dealing with sadistic tricks. You're dealing with fools and crazy people all day. And the first thing you do is you try to get something to take the pain away. And typically that's drugs. But when you got a manager and you got somebody that's managing that money and they putting that money in certain areas, buying cars, buying houses, and making sure that y'all take exotic trips and so on and so forth and have money put up for a rainy day, then you tend to do better. It's strange. I know it don't make no sense. Why would you give your money to a manager, have a man to manage your money? But generally, if you look at the women that's in the strip clubs, that has a man, they usually pull up in a new Benz, their hair's done, they got their shoes on point, they're wearing Fendi boots, they got Rolexes on, they're looking extremely beautiful. But then if you look at the women that's not, they look like they're on drugs or that they've been off for 2 or 3 days. They can't pay their bills, they're in regular cars, and that's crazy. Now, I know that's not in all aspects of life, but in the game, a lot of women prefer to have a manager. The last type of man that women look for is the lover boy. The lover boy is typically called back in the day a gigolo. What he do, he breaks backs. He lick toes. He put rose pebbles all between their toes, and he lick cherries and raspberries and any kind of fruit, out of their vagina. He's an oral sexual master. He's a lover boy, and women can pick these men like I'm talking about like lottery tickets. They can pick them from anywhere. A woman know a man that's sexual and a man that's gonna really handle his business in bed. That's why you see a lot of dudes, and I don't have no preference on how no nigga look, but you say a lot of dudes that women would deem ugly, or some people would deem ugly, but some of the most beautiful women. Because those women are promiscuous, they're very sexual, and they love sex. They want somebody that's gonna really handle their business. Sorry, pretty boys, pretty boys have a lot of trouble, when it comes to being lover boys, but some of my brothers, that's nice looking, can handle their business, I'm sure, but in particular, whoever it is, however they look, these women specifically know lover boys. So a woman would pick a lover boy to be a wiener hookup. His sole purpose is to have sex and to break backs. That's what he do. To have sex all night, 4 or 5 times a day. And sometimes he could be in a relation as long as 5 to 10 years, because after a while, women get tired of that. And if you're a lover boy, then you don't be able to, if you can't perform, Lord forbid, you ever in, what they say, a dysfunctional, erectional, whatever the word they use, when you can't perform no more, erectional dysfunction, I guess somebody probably would say that, then, you're no longer good to them. They go to the next dude. They don't have no emotions. Women that choose lover boys are emotionless. They only care about one thing, and that's sex. And it's an addiction. It's worse than cocaine. It's worse than heroin. For a woman that's addicted to sex, if you ever had a woman that's addicted to sex, you'll see what I'm saying. They some of the most weird people on the planet. They want to have sex every day, all day, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the car. You know, you could be driving on the highway and they just start having oral sex on you and pull the car over and they want you to break their back, you know. Only a lover boy can do that. Pimps make bad, pimps make terrible lover boys. Trust me, it's just don't go with the profession. Because in that game, it's purse first and it's ass last. I could never be a lover boy. I would never make that classification, you know what I mean? Because I'm not very sexual. Sex don't control me. I control sex. My mind, I have mind control. You know, when I see a pretty woman, I don't see sex. I don't want to say what I see because people say, see, I told you he's still the same. No, I just don't see sex, man. I'm just not a sexual person. I can never be a lover boy. You know, I can never be with a woman and my sole purpose or my sole job is to make sure that I keep her sexually satisfied. I would probably get an F. I would fail, you know, because I'm just not that. But if she needs some management, you know, that's probably, I'm more of the manager type of kind. I can be a father figure, but I never fall under the category of a lover boy. That's not me. But those are the three type of men that women generally gravitate, you know, the father figure, the manager, and the lover boy. So women, if you find yourself in any one of these categories, just leave a comment. Just if you're a lover, if you like lover boys, just say LB. I think that would be, if you're a father figure, just put a father figure abbreviation. And if you like a manager, let me know. Let me know what type of guy that suits your category, those three categories, whether you father figure, manager, or lover boy. I gave you the three descriptions. So it's for you ladies to pick which one meets your specification, you know, and they tell me to get some game. If you want more game, go to my podcast. Just go to YouTube, put Pimpin podcast, and I break down all type of things, give all type of game. If you want more knowledge, go to audible.com and get my book. Just type in the name Pimpin and get my book, The 48 Laws of Game, which will give you the 48 Laws of Game, or you can get my book, The Art of Human Chess. It show you how to finesse and how to be a mastermind. And also make sure, if you're in Atlanta, you know, this Monday we'll be at the Ice Bar at 5456 Fayetteville Road. And A&R people can come, artists can come, and anyone can come in. Also coming up soon, which y'all be hearing from my PR, Miss Taylor, we'll be doing the HHF Hip Hop Fraternity Awards. And go to hhfmedia.com. If you want to put your videos up for free, if you want to put your music up for free, go to hhfmedia.com. That's our social media. You can join for free, become a member of the Hip Hop Fraternity. You also can go to our HHF Mag, which is our magazine, and go there. You can also get my book at hhmedia.com too. Just type in books, hit the link books at the top, and you see my two books at the beginning. You know, also go check out my artist Mike Fresh. Go check out my man Goldie at Young Goldie page and check him out. You know, he's doing really well too. You know, and everybody doing well. All right, man. So I'm out of here. Peace.